Welcome everybody to What's Happening Wesley Chapel. I'm Kelly Smith with Impact Realty Tampa, and I'm so excited to interview and introduce Mollyana Ward, who is the founder and owner of RAWSPACE Collaborative, and here at the Grove, which I am so excited the Grove is like picking up and becoming such a fun place now.
Definitely.
So awesome. So thank you so much for being my first interview.
Thank you.
Very exciting.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for asking me to do this. I love talking about what we're doing here at the space, so thank you.
Yes. So tell us about your business and how you got started.
So I never set out to open up a co-work space. That was not like my goal in life. It was not my dream. But I've definitely built a business on getting to know people, and I think people work with who they know, like, and trust.
Absolutely.
So I've always been a big networker. Definitely love that this kind of became a hub where people can come and meet and collaborate and share ideas. So I got my start in real estate, and when I wasn't able to find a real estate office that I felt met my vibe, I decided I would build one.
Awesome.
And in doing that, it kind of became, well, how do I afford it?
Yes.
And I'll just rent some offices out to let, a lender, a title company, things that made sense with real estate. Well, that kind of transformed and evolved into, no, this is a co-working space where I have all of my offices are now rented. Yay. With really cool entrepreneurs who get to share ideas with each other, and we get to kind of just generate leads for each other's businesses symbiotically, which was sort of an unexpected, organic result of what we did here at RAWSPACE. So
awesome. So you touched a little bit on, you decided to open the business because you just couldn't find anything that really spoke to your aesthetic.
Yeah, I mean, I needed a look. I needed a vibe. I needed to feel creative space. I didn't want the old-fashioned, where did 1995 called and asked for their office back. I wanted something different, and just the opportunity came here where the space was completely a shell. Nice. And I mean, we got to build it from the ground up. Definitely learned a lot of things, what to do, what not to do. But I'm someone of the philosophy to jump scared. I don't think you have to have all the answers before you make a decision. I think you need to be informed. I think you need to listen to your gut and go with your heart and just jump scared, go for it.
Awesome. What surprised you the most about owning a business?
Surprised me most about owning a business. The construction process was definitely new for me. That was probably the hardest part for me. I know how to run a business on paper. I've done real estate. I've done a couple of other businesses in my past. When my kids were young, I ran a family child care company, a business out of my home, and I was licensed and accredited. So I've always looked for entrepreneurial ideas. And then being that I was a stay-at-home mom, primarily throughout my children's lives, I always found something to do. So this just became another business idea. I've definitely learned a lot, but again, you don't have to have all the answers before you start. A lot of it you can learn as you go. I am a recovering perfectionist.
Welcome to the club.
Right? I know a lot of you guys are. And that's something that we as perfectionists feel like we have to have everything perfect before we start. But life is messy and life isn't perfect. And if you wait until you have everything perfect, you're never going to start. So don't wait.
Don't wait, exactly. So what are your goals over the next year?
Oh, that's a great question. So one of my first goals right now is I got to put some ceilings in my offices. So I want all of this to stay open, and I love the rustic, the industrial open look, but the offices need a little work. So I'm gonna privatize those offices a little bit better. And when I do that, I say that because in order to do what I want in the space, which is have conferences, have meetings, have things going on here during the day too, not just in the evenings or on the weekends, I need to make sure that my members are well taken care of.
Gotcha,
we can't have a party here on a Tuesday at 3 o'clock if somebody's trying to work. So that's one of my big goals. And then so that this can become that hub that I see see it as. And then as far as my real estate company goes, again, just a natural source of leads for my real estate company.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get some events here and do some customer appreciations for our clients.
That's awesome.
And
a great
see what
space
next
for
year.
it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this room here that we're in is called the observatory. It's lots of glass, and at night it's gorgeous. The Grove, they have lights out here, and then my chandelier, and then the LEDs under the bar light line here reflects off of the concrete.
Nice.
So it's pretty stunning, actually.
Yeah.
I might say.
Awesome.
I'm not biased.
You don't have to be biased. What is your favorite local business in Wesley Chapel? There are so many great ones. I know that's a tough
You're gonna
question.
Get me in trouble.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna get me in trouble. That's really hard to say. So I'm so pro Grove, obviously, because our business is in the Grove here in Wesley Chapel, and there are a few that have been here a lot longer than the rest of us. So I think it's appropriate to mention Degage. They're one of the originals out here when there was not a lot going on.
No.
I find myself having lunch at Double Branch and Troublemakers a lot, but that's because Steve Falabella's Bistro isn't open yet. But that'll change once that opens. I'll spread the love.
Yes.
Buttermilk's coming here to the crate. So that's exciting.
Oh,
I know everyone's been waiting for Buttermilk Provisions to come back. And then honestly, I mean, Aesthetics 813, Kimata Rose, she's my girl.
Nice.
And so I keep my glow, so no pain, no gain. I was just there last week. It was a little painful.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I again, I am so excited to see this area, especially these little shops here in the Grove. It's been a long time coming, and I'm glad to see that they're filling in and it's really getting the energy that it deserves, which is nice.
There's a lot of things happening. I'm most excited for Crate. That's going to be a whole new concept with live entertainment on the weekends and just a place like this whole area is wet zone. So what does that mean, everybody? It means you can walk around with booze. So even on a Tuesday.
It's not a bad deal. So last question. Obviously, we're all just coming out of COVID, and it's been a rough year for a lot of businesses, for a lot of people in general. But as maybe awkward as it sounds, I do think there are a lot of good things that came out of the unfortunate time that we've just been through. So, what would you say is one good thing that's come out of COVID?
Resilience.
Yes, that's a great answer. Yes, that's so true.
Well, Amy Llewellyn is one of my agents. She's actually been with me when I transitioned to opening up my new company, Innovation Realty Group, right after deciding to open up RAWSPACE Collaborative. She was with me for the entire time, and there was a lot of sacrifice. So I think sacrifice is probably a big thing too, learning how to sacrifice. I definitely think it's shifted people's priorities a little bit, hopefully to the simpler parts of life. And I mean, I don't know if you know, but this place, RAWSPACE, is named after my late husband.
I did see that on the website. Yep.
Yeah. So his name was Ricky Allen Ward. And I
didn't realize that was the connection, but
there you go. Yeah. And he had a geotechnical business that he had called Raw Geotechnical. So it's just his initials, and this just sort of became so my COVID began with tragedy from the year before, leading into COVID. So it's just been a very strange couple of years. Definitely appreciate the loyalty and friendship of people like Amy and my family who've been there through all of this. So it's kind of my experience through COVID.
And again,
it's like the best of times and the worst of times, right? I keep thinking of that intro to Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times and the worst of times, and I have those experiences. So
definitely. Excellent. Well, as we wrap up here, anything that I've missed that you want to share?
No, thank you for having me, and I'm honored to be your pioneer interview, and I'm just excited to have this space, and I really hope that people can come and look at this as an opportunity to network again, to host events again, to do trainings again, one-on-one meetings again. And we don't have to sacrifice the digital aspect of that too. We can just expand by meeting in person, and then of course we've got, you know, those digital tools as well, so we can really put our footprint out there.
I think for me that's probably one of the big positives that came out of COVID, is it kind of pushed that you know, we were on the edge of that, being able to do different things remotely, and you know, not letting physical location you know, be the barrier to getting things done and to being innovative.
Right.
But COVID kind of was like, oh hey, figure that out now, because you know, and now we can do both. It's great.
Well, and this is sort of, you know, obviously the workforce has changed, the world has changed. Not everybody's going back to the corporate work place, and a lot of the corporations are realizing they don't need to. Right. So this is a great alternative, because as much as as great as it is to work from home, I know that half of you are still in your yoga pants at like 3:30 when you realize you probably should take a shower before, I don't know, your husband or your wife comes home. But this is a chance to come and actually get work done and kind of maybe transition from working at home 5 days a week to maybe getting out of the house a couple days a week, meeting people, getting things done. You know, it really is a different energy.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. It's balance.
Balance.
It provides opportunities to do different things.
Yeah, I like that. Balance.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy.
And if you are interested in having your Wesley Chapel business interviewed and featured on parkbench.com, let me know. Bye.